Underwater underfloor heating consists of a series of tubes, such as this, which is durable and tough, that would run through the floor. This can be embedded in the floor itself or laid directly over an existing floor, for example, in a renovation project. Warm water then flows through the tube, which emits an even heat into the room. Underfloor heating provides the heat in the room through a radiant heat, so coming from the floor upwards, providing a very comfortable heat and uniform heat. With radiators, it tends to heat by a more convective form, and this can create drafts within the room. Warm water underfloor heating is compatible with most heat sources, such as gas, oil, LPG boilers, and also heat pumps. Warm water underfloor heating can be up to 25% more efficient to run when teamed with a modern day condensing boiler, and up to 40% more efficient if run with a heat pump when compared to a conventional radiator system. One key advantage also with underfloor heating is that you don't have to place radiators on the walls, so you can place furniture wherever you would like. So open plan living, for example, becomes much easier. Underfloor heating is suitable for a wide range of projects, from new build to renovations, and there's also a large number of solutions that can be used for your particular project. This screed solution is probably the most popular underfloor heating construction for new build situations. It's a very efficient system. It can be installed during the actual floor build up, so you would have your subfloor below here. This would be your floor insulation, which would match your building regulations requirements. You then have a clip track, which New Heat supplies, which just push fits into that insulation layer, and the tube fits into the clip track. And then this is just a standard sand and cement screed, typically about 65mm, that would go over the top of the tubing itself, and then your chosen floor finish could go straight over the top of that. This is our floating floor solution. It's a dry system, so no screed involved at all with this one. Ideal for timber frame houses, but also in a situation where you can tolerate the build-up. Essentially, this is a 25mm polystyrene layer that has a diffuser plate set into it. Then the tubing sits into the diffuser plate, and then over the top you would need a structural base, so something such as a chipboard layer first, and then your floor finish would be floated over the top of that. This is our unique patented clipper plate solution. This is ideally used for upper floors between the joists. It's particularly good in a timber frame construction whereby the upper floor deck would need to go down during the actual build process. So what you can do with this, it can be installed actually from below and fitted to the underside of the floor deck. Equally, it can actually go over joists, so you could have a joist, for example, positioned in the middle, and then the clipper plate would hang over that. It's got the lips, as you can see, on either side, making the installation very straightforward. You just clip the tubing in, and then the tube itself would just drop through from bay to bay as it went along. This is our Low Pro 10 solution, part of our Low Pro range, which is ideally suited for the retrofit renovation market. As you can see, the total build-up is only 15mm. So this is a gypsum board that would sit directly on top of your existing floor. So for example, an existing solid floor. You would lay this 15mm board over the top. The tube would then go into the grooves. And then one of the unique points of this product is that the actual floor finish would go directly over the top. So there's no additional layers that you're having to add. So the total build-up is 15mm plus your floor finish. This is the Low Pro Max solution. This particular solution is ideal for retrofit renovation projects. It's designed to go straight over the top of the existing floor. It has to go on a structural floor, so obviously your existing concrete floor, for example. You'd lay the castellated panel here. The underfloor heating tube sits within the panel, and then a self-levelling screed compound would go over the top. Typically the overall depth would be about 22mm plus your floor finish, and this solution is ideal because it's compatible with engineered flooring, carpet and tiling as well. Underfloor heating is suitable to be used with a wide range of floor coverings such as Antico and Carndine, right through to tiles, engineered wood and carpet. A bespoke system design is important as it's a design that will be unique to your property. It will involve detailed heat loss calculations on a room by room basis, also taking into account the different floor coverings that you'll have in each individual room. And part of the design will provide you with a CAD, which actually gives you a complete tube layout This is really vital to ensure sort of guaranteed performance of your system, and a good bespoke design will give you a tailored solution for your property. Zoning the underfloor heating system is quite important, and it will give you that flexibility and control that you will require in your living spaces and bedrooms. A zone can consist of a large open plan area, for example, and can be split down into 2 areas, so you can control the different areas at different times and sort of on to different temperature settings. Equally, a zone could consist of 2 smaller rooms, for example. Different underfloor heating systems will have different response times depending on the floor construction that you have chosen. Response times being how quickly the desired temperature is achieved within the room. So for example, with a screed floor, the screed itself becomes a thermal store, so it retains the heat. So you would control this in a way of really using setback facility. So rather than turning the system off completely, you'd set the thermostat back so it's ticking over at quite an even pace. The retrofit low pro underfloor heating solutions have a much quicker response time from an on-off situation. So with this in mind, you can control these in a similar way that you would with a more conventional radiator system. There are a wide variety of thermostat options to control your underfloor heating system. These range from a dial thermostat that controls the actual temperature within the zone itself, and this in turn is controlled by a time clock with the overall sort of on-off time function, if you like, similar to what you get with a conventional heating system. There are also then a range of programmable thermostats which control a time and temperature setting per zone. You can also have the ability to add in a remote function on these, whereby you can control the thermostats by an app or a tablet. There are also wireless options as well, which are ideal for renovation projects if the walls, for example, are already plastered, and each of these options are also available in a wired version. Thermostats are easy to use, and they will come with a good user guide for the homeowner.
For more information on underfloor heating for your project, visit us online or call us on 01404 540 650.